Hello, my name is Neil Chan, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a fingerstyle arrangement called pedal points or drones, and I use them to sort of connect my harmonies and chords in my arrangement, make it more seamless, it flows better, and in my opinion, it's really beautiful. So today, the song I'm going to be sharing with you is called I Stand in Awe, and I'm going to play you a short segment of the intro part, and I want you to notice how I am droning the low A string because we're in the key of A. And a drone is basically a low bass note that just underlies the whole chord progression. Okay, so this is I Stand in Awe. Alright, I'm gonna stop here first. Did you notice how for the first majority of what I played, I was droning the low bass string? And this creates a really nice effect of continuity and this constant bass note, which is also our tonic note. Alright, so I'm gonna dissect this arrangement and show you how it's done and what my thought process is. Now, in order to do this, I designed some guides, and you can download these guides completely free on my website. I'll put the link in the description below. And this is gonna give us the musical materials and tools to really craft this arrangement, okay? So I'm just gonna go straight to the Solfege harmony guide. And Solfege is basically sung syllables to every note within the scale. You may be familiar with the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Alright, today we're just in the major scale. So under this page, Solfege modes, I'm just gonna take out the Ionian mode, which is actually just our major scale. Alright, so we are basically in major. So if you take a look, we've got Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. In the key of A, we've got Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. Okay, I'm just gonna set that aside. We're gonna use these Solfege syllables to break down our song. And I've transcribed the melody over here. Now, don't be afraid. You don't need to know music notation, you don't need to know how to sight read or sight sing. I just wrote it out so that you have a visual reference as we go along, alright? So you can see it on paper. But I'm just gonna sing out the melody in Solfege, and I'm gonna guide you along the notation. So we're in the key of A. 1, 2, 3. Mi, fa, so, 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 la, la, so. So, la, so, so, mi, so. So, mi, fa, mi, la, so. So, la, ti, do, re. And then that's all we'll be doing for today. Alright, so that's the melody. You've seen how it's mapped out onto a piece of paper now. Now, I'm gonna harmonize this melody, meaning add chords to it. So I'm just gonna go to, again, Solfege Harmony Guide. And the next page, we've got this page where I've written out all the chords for every scale or mode that you need. So in this case, we're just in the major mode. So over here, if you take a close look at it, so I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see. Alright, step by step, you can see every chord that's built on each scale degree. Chord number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has all the various notes that are comprised in the chord. Okay, so I've put the 7th chord, but sometimes you can use the triads or the 7th chord, it's up to you. So for example, in the 1 chord, you've got Do, Mi, So, Ti. And that's our 1 chord, alright? So let me show you how we're gonna harmonize this melody. So I'm gonna take my green marker. We are in the key of A. I'm just gonna write A down here. Now we start with Mi, Fa, So, 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 So. You notice there's a whole bunch of So over here. And that means it's a very important note. Alright, and if we look at this harmony guide over here, you notice that in the one chord, there's a so inside. So this fits well, all right? And I'm just gonna go to the one chord because it's the first chord, so that's just my instinct. And I don't wanna overcomplicate things, so I just put the one chord over here. La, la, so. Now we've got a long so note that's drawn out for 3 beats, meaning definitely so is important. So I'm gonna keep it on the one chord. However, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spice it up a little bit by making it a 1 major 7 chord. All right, so I'm just gonna add in the 7th note inside. So it's a 1 major 7. So, and then so la, so. So we've got this la on the first beat, and it's a pretty long note. It's at least for 1 beat. So now la, let's take a look at our harmony over here. All right, so the chords that have the note la inside of it are our chord number 2. You can see there's la here. Our chord number 4, there's also a la here. There's also chord number 6 with a la here, and chord number 7 with a la here. Now, there's so many to choose from. Which one do we choose? Well, I want a major quality chord because it's not gonna get dark sounding. I just want to keep it in major. So the only one that we have is chord number 4 over here. All right, so let's just keep things simple. I'll put chord 4 over here. Now, although this is chord number 4, but you notice la, so, we've got this so note here that's pretty long, all right? But in chord 4, we don't have the so note. However, the so is the second note up from our 4th chord. So in this case, it's gonna be a 4 suspended 2 chord, all right? Meaning we just have the 2nd note inside. Now this gives us a suspended sound, so it sounds like this. This is our 4 with the sus2. La, la, so. Alright, so far we've got 1 chord, and then to 1 major 7 chord, and then we've got this 4 sus2 chord. Now, remember I told you that we are working with drones and pedal points. Now this 4 chord is going to change our bass note from a A to a D. I don't want that, so I'm gonna just cheat a little bit. I'm gonna just put a slash here and just gonna write A. So that means this 4 chord still has the A as a bass note. And so the chord so far we've got A, and then we've got a 1 major 7 chord, and then we've got 4 sus2, but still maintaining the A bass. La, so, mi, so. Over here it goes back to a so I'm just gonna go back to a 1 chord. So, now just for fun, because we've got this sus sound over here, I'm just gonna make this a sus2 chord as well. Alright, so this is a 1 sus2 chord, A sus2 chord. It sounds like this. The beautiful sus2 sound. Alright, so I'll move on, and then here we've got so, mi. Alright, there's a lot of me's happening there. And mi, let's look at our harmony again. I want to try keep it on the 1 chord. So if you look at chord number 1, we've got mi over here. Mi, so that works well. So I'm just going to put mi, 1 chord over here. Mi, fa, mi, la, so. Alright, over here we've got a long so again. So again, this allows me to keep the 1 chord over here. And just like what we did in the first 2 bars, I'm gonna spice it up by making it a major 7 chord. So, and then so, la, ti, do, re. Alright, here we've got la for really, really long. And I think we've droned the tonic note, the A and the bass for long enough. It's time to shift it, change it up a little bit. So for here, I'm just gonna put the 4 chord. Alright, just straightforward 4 chord. La, ti, do, re. And on the re note, I'm just gonna put a 5 chord, okay? Alright, so now we've got our harmonies written out, and we've got a beautiful droning bass. I'm just gonna write out the actual chords that we're gonna be playing, and it's A first, and then we've got A major 7, Following that, we have a D sus2 over an A bass. And here we've just got an A sus2 chord. Here we've got an A chord. Here we've got an A major 7 chord. So a lot of A's happening here. And then we've got D and E. So take a look, we've got 6 bars of A in the bass, and we're changing the harmony. You notice we don't have any 2 chords exactly the same for 2 beats. Although we've got A in the bass, we've got A and it changes to A major 7, it changes to a D sus2, but it's still with the A in the bass. We've got an A sus2, and then it goes to a normal A, and then it goes to an A major 7. It's all different kinds of A's. And after this long section, then we start to shift the harmony to a D and then an E. Alright, so let me play through and you hear how it sounds. Chord number 1, A. And then we're going to A major 7. You hear a little bit of difference there. And now we've got D sus2. Slightly different. And then we've got A sus2. And then we're going to an A again. And then A major 7. And now we're gonna change it up. You can hear the sudden shift in the mood, in the feeling, and then to E. And that's the beauty of drones. Alright, so if you want to dissect this further, just download my guide and you can follow along. I'll take a screenshot of this and post it on my blog where you can follow the lesson a bit more clearly. And yeah, listen to my arrangement of this song as well, that I posted a full video of it on YouTube and Instagram. The links are in the description below. But I hope this has opened your eyes about how you can use a pedal point drone in your own arrangements. Alright, so this is me playing it one more time for you to take a listen. And I hope that's been helpful for you. Until next time, I'll see you again. Goodbye.